This conference will now be recorded.
It's not on. All right.
I'm here. Director Gray is here.
Okay, well, we'll do the,
Thank you.
so it's now 1:07. And again, thank you for joining us. And I will greet you all in the spirit of water reliability, water use efficiency, and in the spirit of making water conservation a California way of life. I now call the meeting to order, and we'll have determination of a quorum, roll call, and General Manager, could you lead the roll call, please?
Yes, President Williams. Director Desi Alvarez. Here. Director Don Deere. Here. Director Gloria Gray.
I'm here.
Director Scott Houston. Here. And President Harold Williams.
Here. Okay, with that, we will now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Director Scott Houston.
Great, and for those who are here, we'll stand and pledge our flag, and you can follow along online. So, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Very much. Now we go to item number 4, public comment. Mr. General Manager.
Yes, thank you very much, President Williams. We do not have any requests that have been submitted through our Acela system or via email. However, I do see at least one member of the public that has requested to speak, and that is Director Kathy Green. If there's anybody else that would like to speak during public comment, if you could just message us in the comment section, we will add you to the queue.
Okay.
And with that, if you want to hand it over to Director Kathy Green.
Hi, Director Green.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. Thank you for joining us, and you have the floor.
Well, thank you. And thank you for providing me this opportunity to introduce myself as a candidate for Aqua Vice President. My vision for Aqua is to embrace its own motto, established in 2016, bringing water together, which for me is all about unifying Aqua members and working collaboratively with diverse stakeholders to find smart solutions to the challenges we are now facing, from constituents of emerging concern to improving the Delta, to the headwaters protection and wildfire prevention, the human right to water, SGMA, the voluntary agreements, the drought, and the list goes on and on. Listening, learning, and working together to address member suggestions will be a priority for me. As for my qualifications, I have served on the Aqua board since 2016. I am currently on Aqua's executive committee, and I have served as Region 10 chair and am currently vice chair. And I have served on several Aqua committees, including water quality, energy, and state ledge. I would bring a broad range of experience to the Aqua Vice President role, with over 10 years as a board member of the Orange County Water District, serving as president and vice president. My experience extends beyond water and will serve me well in my role as Aqua Vice President. I have served 2 terms as mayor of Huntington Beach, in addition to serving on the City Council, as well as various city boards, commissions, and committees. I'm a registered nurse and hold a law degree. I am pleased to be endorsed by over 24 Aqua member agencies statewide. and I would like to add West Basin to that growing list. I look forward to connecting with each of you. I am happy to answer any questions you may have of me now or in the future. Please feel free to call me at 714-321-0522 or email me at cgreen@ocwd.com. I hope to receive your support for my candidacy with a concurring resolution and your vote. Thank you for your time and consideration.
All righty, well, thank you. Question to General Counsel. This item is agendized on the agenda. Should we take questions from her now, or do we wait until the item comes up?
I think, Mr. President, it would be more appropriate if we waited when that item comes up.
All right, thank you very much. Then we shall do that. And now I will, we'll move to the item number 5. Are there any presentations?
President Williams, we do not have any presentations.
And we'll go to item number 6.
And we have no items too late to be agendized.
And that takes us right to item number 7, consent calendar. And again, General Manager, please present.
So before you on the consent calendar, there are 3 items. There's the approval of the minutes. This was heard in the Finance and Administration Committee. There's the sale of the Brewer to Salter water extraction well. This was taken, I believe, in the Engineering and Operations Committee. And then there's also the fiscal year 2021-2022 community outreach event, and that was related to the Malibu Dolphin Charitable Foundation. And that was also heard in the Finance and Administration Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move approval of the consent calendar.
All right, and it was been moved and seconded that the consent calendar be approved. And are there any questions? Hearing none, then that item number 7 has been approved.
Don't we vote? You should need a vote.
Still need
President
call
Williams.
vote, please.
Director Alvarez. Yes. Director Deere.
Yes.
Director Gray.
Yes.
Director Houston.
Yes.
President Williams.
Yes. That item is now approved officially. Now we move to item number 8 on the calendar.
Yes, President Williams. This item is the resolution number 07211137, support for Kathy Green for Aqua Vice President. As you might recall, we did have the opportunity to take this item in committee. It was moved by the committee to the full board. Obviously, we've had the opportunity to hear from Director Kathy Green of the Orange County Water District, and she is requesting the board's support for Aqua Vice President.
Okay, do I have, what's the pleasure of the board?
I'd like to make a motion to approve this.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded that item. Been moved and seconded that item number 8A be approved. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I will call. All in favor of item 8A being approved, please signify.
Yes, President Williams, I'll do a roll call vote.
Yes.
Director Alvarez.
Yes.
Director Deere.
Yes.
Director Gray.
Yes.
Director Houston.
Yes.
President Williams.
Yes. Congratulations, Director Green.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
All righty.
Director, President Williams, may I just make a comment?
Yes, you may.
I'm very pleased that we've endorsed Director Kathy Green. I've known her for a while and she's served well with Aqua, and I'm very pleased that we've endorsed her and wish her well.
Thank you very much.
All right. Any other? Okay, then we'll move to item number 8B.
Mr. President, if I may, the
Yes.
staff would request that the item 8B be taken up by the board after we hold the closed session.
Any objections? Okay, then we'll do that.
Thank you.
Then that takes us to 9.
Yes, President Williams. Item number 9 is our information calendar, and we do not have any additional items under the information calendar.
Okay, then that moves us to item number 10, receive and file. And we have about 15 items.
Would a motion be in order to approve all 15?
Certainly, I'll entertain that motion. All right, it's been moved and seconded that the items receive and file be approved.
And I'll call the roll call.
Okay.
Director Alvarez,
Yes.
Director Deere,
Yes.
Director Gray,
Yes.
Director Houston,
Yes.
and President Williams.
Yes. Okay. Now, then that moves us to item number 11, General Manager's Activity Report.
Yes, thank you very much, President Williams. I think the month has gone by pretty quickly, but I do want to highlight a couple of different things. First and foremost, on Monday, August 16th, West Basin staff had the opportunity to accompany both Director Alvarez and Director Houston on a trip to the Hyperion facility there on the coastline to review and learn a little bit more about the sewage spill. Obviously, the delegation included our 2 directors, but also our operations expert, Lorenzo, and Barkev Masurlian, our engineering and operations executive manager. In touring the facility, it was a great opportunity to learn a little bit about what had happened. According to their staff, the plant bar screens were overwhelmed with a massive slug of debris. All 8 bar screens units were non-operable within approximately 3 hours of that moment. The failed bar screens caused an overflow that flooded several areas of the plant, including underground galleries that house pumps and equipment for various treatment plant areas. The primary sludge pumps, waste activated sludge, and the return activated sludge pumps were massively destroyed. Honestly, I'm amazed that nobody really got hurt, because in walking through the facility, it was really eye-opening. The failure of the flooded equipment did not allow LA Sand staff to pump or remove the sludge from the treatment processes, causing a continuous buildup of solids within the primary and secondary systems, which in turn diminished the quality of the effluent received by West Basin. I think you've all had the opportunity to hear from our engineering team about the activities there at the Edward C. Little Water Recycling Facility. We are taking measures to continue the use of recycled water, including blending our recycled water with potable water. Staff, at the direction of the board, has been tracking the cost of this incident. There was a meeting earlier today, actually, where they're in the process of preparing that study, and we hope to have something to you by October. Again, it really does take, I think, a detailed look to see exactly what the impacts are on this incident. So we will continue to bring that back to the board as things progress. Also wanted to highlight that our virtual school tours will begin in September. The reservations are open, and they began today. The first available date for tours is September 14th. Staff did produce and released a couple of different press releases, one of which was related to the firescaping workshop. That was released, or that'll happen on September 15th. And then, of course, we have our Water Harvest Festival press release, and that date will be on October 23rd. obviously, it's great to see all the great work that we do here at West Basin Municipal Water District. So I wanted to highlight an award that we received. It's the 2021 Achievement in Excellence in Procurement. The contracts team received notification that they received the 2021 Achievement in Excellence in Procurement Award. Congratulations go out to Yvonne Lucas and Joanne Garcia Singleton on their hard work to submit the information to display why we are deserving of this award. Our ad hoc committees, I wanted to highlight a couple of different things. The Brewer DeSalter Ad Hoc Committee met earlier today. The sale of the Brewer extraction well is moving forward. West Basin staff is working with the Water Replenishment District staff on the development of that agreement, and we hope to have something done fairly soon. Also wanted to highlight that the City of Los Angeles Ad Hoc Committee meeting did touch base via email as well as one phone call, but West Basin staff did have the opportunity to go meet with LADWP staff. We met with Anselmo Collins, who is leading the charge over there on the water department side. We were able to work out a couple of different issues related to billing, so we hope to get our invoices paid moving forward in a timely fashion. We do have another meeting coming up next month with West Basin staff and LADWP staff. Again, we hope to talk about the One Water concept and really our partnership moving forward in the future. And then the DSAL Ad Hoc Committee, I believe, has a meeting coming up this week. So things are progressing there as well. We have a couple of upcoming board meeting and committee meetings. Our MWD caucus will be on September 8th. Our PI committee will be on September 9th. Our E&O committee will be on September 15th. The Water Policy and Legislation Committee will be meeting on September 21st. And our Finance and Administration Committee will be meeting on September 22nd with our regular board meeting on Monday, September 27th. Couple of events coming up. As I mentioned earlier, our fire escaping workshop will be on September 15th. That'll be a virtual event. And then our water resiliency work group meeting will be on Thursday, September 30th. You might recall this is an opportunity for our cities as well as our retail customers to join us and talk a little bit about what's going on here at the district, water use efficiency, and the programs that we offer. And then just really quickly, I'll run through some of the upcoming conferences. The Independent Cities Association Summer Seminar will be taking place August 26th through the 29th. CSDA Annual Conference will be taking place August 30th through September 2nd. The Urban Water Institute Conference will be September 8th and 9th. The AWWA Water Infrastructure Conference will take place September 12th through the 15th. The Contract Cities Fall Education Summit will take place September 16th through the 19th. And the Water Reuse California Conference will take place September 19th through the 21st. So it will be a very busy month ahead. And then last but not least, I just wanted to give a shout out real quick because Director Scott Houston has a birthday coming up, August 24th.
Wow.
Correct.
You will become a water buffalo.
Thank you very much.
So, Mr. President, that's all I have for you under the GM report.
All right, thank you very much for that report. Any questions? Hearing none, then we'll move on to the General Counsel's report.
Thank you, President Williams and board members. There's none to report to date.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next we have the AB 1234 compliance reporting. Anyone would like to report now?
Mr. President, I did go to a conference, but I will report at the next meeting or through the AB 1234 form. I will report out. We'll report that.
Okay, then now, Director Houston.
Sure, I just want to mention for AB 1234, I attended our Brewer DeSalter ad hoc on August 9th. And on the 16th of August, as the interim general manager mentioned, I was on the tour of the Hyperion reclamation plant. a lot, Director Alvarez and some of our staff. I thought that was a really good opportunity for us to go see firsthand what's been happening at Hyperion, and we had some excellent conversation with LA Sanitation. And then lastly, this past Saturday, August 21st, was the El Segundo Car Show. It was very well attended, very, well done in-person event. It did rain that morning, ironically. It was not just spring, it was like, not just drizzled, it was rain in El Segundo that morning. So everyone made do, good turnout, but I also want to say that, Haza was there and Daryl from our staff, they had set the booth up, and Haza was there part of the time, and then Daryl was there the rest of the day. And both of them did an excellent job. Our booth looked great, and we had a lot of people who did come to the booth and want to talk about taking out grass. They want to talk about the drought in general. And of course, because it's in El Segundo, a number of people had concerns about what had been happening at the Hyperion wastewater treatment plant, as well as our own water quality that was coming through the system. And there were folks, for example, from Hermosa Beach and other areas in the community that came by. But for what it's worth, again, it was really well attended. It was a lot of fun, and it was good for us to be back out there present in the community. So I just want to thank the staff, and the Chamber of Commerce is the ones that put this on, and they're very appreciative of us being there and having a presence. And that's it. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else?
Mr. Chairman, I attended, up until this meeting, I attended 9 meetings and conferences. They'll all be listed in the written report I turned in.
Thank you. Anyone else? Director Gray? Oh, you already, thank you. And I have none to report. So then that takes us to item number 14, which is our closed session. And at this time, we will recess to closed session and come back after closed session.
If I may, President Williams and board members, just to make the announcement formal, the board will consider a couple of items in closed session. First will be performance review for the interim general manager, and the second one would be item dealing with general manager position recruitment. Thank you.
the determination or no? Yeah, I think wait, I got the wrong one. I think
Hello? Is everybody back now? Director Gray?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, very good. Okay, then we shall now return to the session, the open session now, and have a report out by our general counsel from our closed session meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, President Williams. Board members, the board considered 2 items in closed sessions that were on the agenda. No reportable action were taken by the board during the closed session. Thank you, President Williams.
All right, thank you. Then we shall move back to the action calendar, item number B. Is that correct? 8B, is that correct? Okay, so with that, the item is open for discussion, so
President Williams,
Director Alvarez.
I would like to make a motion. I'd like to make the motion to approve an employment agreement with Edward J. Caldwell for the interim general manager position. We have a copy of the agreement before us, and in my motion, I would like to set an items or section 6 of the agreement, the compensation to be $235,000 per year. And with respect to item or section 9, right of return, that EJ has the right to return to his current position, and that when he returns to that current position, he would return at his current salary plus a merit increase of 2.3%.
Second motion.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. You heard the motion. Do you need to have it repeated? Okay, we'll call for the vote. We'll roll call.
Yes, President Williams. Director Alvarez,
Yes.
Director Deere,
Yes.
Director Gray,
Yes.
Director Houston,
Yes.
and President Williams.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
All righty. Okay, then that takes us to the next item. That takes us down to where? Hang on a second here. Let me turn the page. Okay. Takes us to item 15. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Directors, comments, future agenda items. Director Houston.
Yeah. No, I just want to say, well, first of all, congratulations, EJ, on taking on this role, and the second thing I just wanted to mention, upcoming planning on, and I see that staff even just put this back on our desks and walked away, but the fire escaping workshop that'll be held on September 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Primarily geared toward Malibu and Topanga folks, but also it applies to people living in Palos Verdes, as well. It's just open to everybody. But again, September 15th, fire escaping workshop. I think it's going to be a really great workshop and very important. And so I just encourage folks to sign up. And also thank you to our staff as you've been promoting that and get those RSVP numbers up. So bring that to everyone's attention. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
Director.
Director Gray.
Yes. I want to congratulate EJ also and thank him for the work he's done thus far. I also wanted to acknowledge and congratulate the staff. I think EJ mentioned a special award that I think he mentioned Yvonne and another staff person who had received. So congratulations to them. It's always worth noting when a staff is acknowledged because I think they do great work. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Along those lines, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
President Williams, just a couple of comments. One, congratulations, EJ. Two, I just want to remind everybody about the drought situation that we're finding ourselves in, and that this is a time to actually take stock of the reality that the drought is indicative of really a pivoting position in terms of water supply for Southern California, and the water supply that we have relied on for the past 100 years is really effectively changed, and we need to recognize that moving forward, and the public needs to take stock of that and really be much more conscious of how they consume and use water, not just for personal day-to-day human consumption, but in other activities, including landscaping, which is a great demand on our water supply. And along those lines, I know that staff is working on our water contingency plan and on the grass replacement program or turf replacement program. So I would look forward to the fruits of those efforts, and hopefully that we're going to be able to make some change, especially helping out those folks who fall at or below the median household income for LA County. I think that's very important that we reach out to the lower income communities within our service area. And the last item is the Brewer Ad Hoc Committee. We have been meeting regularly, as the general manager discussed earlier. We have, and the board took action today to move forward with the disposition of the well, and that's going to be purchased by the Water Replenishment District. Moving forward is now hopefully just working out the details of the agreement, but they did confirm via a letter that they offered to purchase the well at a price of $1.5 million as is, and that was after some back and forth with the Water Replenishment District, but I think that's a fair price for them and for us. And one last item for the ad hoc committee to do, and that's the disposition of the remaining asset, which is the treatment works that's on site, and hopefully that'll get addressed in the next couple of months, and we can then bring the ad hoc committee's duties to a closure. With that, concludes my remarks. Thank you.
Okay, Director Deere.
I just want to commend our President Williams for a very efficient meeting. Less than an hour and a half for a board meeting. That's probably a record. Well done.
We're not done yet. Director Houston. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for those very kind words there. But concerning the drought and in our position as stewards of our work, that we, West Basin, and it should be made clear to our constituents and our customers that we've been preparing for this for a long time. When we turned, when I was 72, when we adopted our Water for Tomorrow program, it was all about conservation and saving and pivoting to protecting the water that we have collected and doing everything we can to improve our situation so that we'll always have be able to live up to our mission is to provide a safe amount of quality water, be reliable with that. And that we've always done that, and we will continue to do it, and we'll always be, as we say now, the cornerstone of our existence, and we will do this. And we need to report that out more. And I think as we get back out into the community making presentations, that we would be getting that message out more. But because some people think that we just woke up and said, oh, we have a drought, and we know that's not the case. So thank you. That's all I would want to say for now. And if with anything else, then I will Thank you, Director Deere. That this will be a short meeting. Thank you. With that, we are adjourned.